too, of course, because power ranks are localized to this 2020 season. If you went and extrapolated it across the past couple of years, Boomie would arguably be the higher power ranked person, but in just 2020, Cosolix has outperformed Boomie.
Cosolix had some solid placements this year. Going back into Combo Breaker Online. I have the 2v2 bracket pulled up. My bad, boys. But even though these two players are really long-time players with really high placements, they don't tend to run up against one another in brackets. So for some reason, whatever it is, it seems like their seeding just always happens to interact, or I guess not interact in that way. It's 0-1 between these two in favor of Boomie. So according to the stats, these two have only met in a PR tournament one time.
I want to say that, again, localized to 2020, maybe?
I don't think, no, the head-to-head isn't. The characters are, unless that's completely changed.
Oh, that was a risky play from Cosolix. Boomie almost got away with a huge punish, but Cosolix, with the backswing on the axe recovery, gonna take the first stock. Cosolix feeling really confident. That slide charge Ensig is not something you usually see from someone who really likes to play Lance.
Cosolix wanting to continue this absolutely gigantic lead that he has. Oh, apparently they changed it to 4-6.
Okay.
So it wasn't 0-1.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure they've played more than one
I
set
was
against each
I was
other.
gonna say there's absolutely no way. Creed is the one who does the stats, by the way, so
just call him out on that. Downlight
Yes.
into the recovery. Still not enough. That high defense of the Macho Man, that Olgrim crossover. Boomie not able to punish the recovery. Cosolix going to be able to extend this stock even further, potentially getting more damage onto the second stock. This is very difficult for Boomie right now.
see if he's maybe able to turn it around with the bow in his hands. You saw him just go for a stack nair. Cosolix just wasn't in the right spot for that nair to pick up. Oh my gosh, huge damage coming out. Cosolix has not lost his first stock. We're a minute and a half into the game. Boomie's lost 2. This is tough.
He's got the blasters, goes immediately for the recovery. One of the blasters knockout tools. He's going to get the setup for it this time. So he's only down by a stock, but still a deficit to make up against this high defense Olgrim.
We are on Demon Island. Maybe Boomie will be able to blend into those trees just a little bit. It doesn't look like that's a problem for Cosolix. There's the side light. Went for the chase dodge and neutral light. Went for the more quick option rather than punishing a dodge. Ooh.
So the reverse nair on the approach. Doesn't get the whiff. Or doesn't get the punish on the whiff.
Ooh, side light nair drop.
Yeah,
on
interesting
Cosolix.
drop. For someone who's so consistent at hitting side light side air, I'm surprised he's not hitting the true combo of side light nair.
It seems like he's started to go here in the maybe past 1 or 2 tournaments that he's starting to go for that side light nair more. Maybe specifically today, I've noticed it a lot more than normal. That he is going for the side light nair as the true combo option rather than something he'll be able to extend even more into 3 hits if he catches the dodge. So he goes for bird in the hand more than 2 birds in the bush approach.
You said it right, but also you said it wrong, and it's very much messing my brain up. But either way, Boomie gonna make the swap over to the Ada now. Gonna retain those blasters. Of course, Boomie very well known for his blasters. Interesting switch though. The spear, is that the answer to this Cosolix Olgrim?
Well, there was an Ada that beat Sandstorm today earlier in the bracket. Of course, that was because of DQ, but let's, for narrative reasons, say that it was an Ada. So maybe Boomie's trying to channel some of that from his fellow Tempo Storm teammate. And it's a bird in the hand equals is the same as 2 birds in the bush or whatever. But you have to pick one. So you got to pick one or the other.
Right now, Boomie is going with the decision to go for this Ada as far as what he has picked. Cosolix, though, still in the lead. Definitely able to rack up quite a bit of damage onto Boomie. Nice pickup onto the downlight. Could not get the side signature follow-up. Gonna go again. Goes for the recovery this time in the side air, and Boomie gets the stock.
Bro, Boomie's spear looking good. I don't know if he's been playing this on stream lately, if this was like a secret pocket pick that he was saving, or if he just wanted to say hey, y'all, spear's good. Y'all are completely underestimating spear. Because there are some spear players out there right now that have some very strong feelings about spear and where it fits into the current meta.
I forgot who it was who was casting earlier, but I think it's very true what they were saying is that against Cosolix, he kind of forces different picks out of a lot of people, right? Like you're not seeing Lil Capped on the Bodvar. Instead, he goes over the Taros. Cosolix gets the sidelight recovery. Point being, though, Boomie has to switch up, go to something that isn't quite what we were expecting from him to go up against Cosolix.
That's true. And it's something that we kind of used to say in the past when Boomie was like one of the kind of top 2 players. Other than like LDZ. So this was back when LDZ was like the #1 player. And it was, for most weapons, the person who I think is best on those weapons is Boomie if he chose to play those weapons. So he's able to, when he focuses on another legend or another weapon or another, or anything else, he can be one of the strongest players in that. And I think we're seeing that here with this Ada pick. This is a pick we haven't traditionally seen him play hardly at all in tournament. I mean, we've seen him play like, I don't want to call them troll picks as in like they're a bad pick, but a troll pick in the sense of like, it's not a normal Boomie thing. Ooh. Look at what he's doing with this spear. It's insane.
Dodge down to avoid the recovery. Cosolix never misses that. Boomie is getting the damage done, but Cosolix gets the sidelight recovery. A little preemptive to go for those recoveries. Surprised he's not going for the Nair for the extra potential damage, but he still wants these recoveries.
Now, I really wish that we could see what level his Ada is. It's at least 25 because he does have the black color scheme going early on with the ground pound. Pulling out of it, has a full stock lead here onto Cosolix. D-Light into the neutral heavy, and he just nails it.
This is a Boomie classic right there. D-Light gravity cancel neutral heavy. He was really one of the first to pioneer that move, and of course he's going to be sticking with this Ada. That spear was insane. He's going to get rid of all the soft platforms, though. So we'll see if he's able to get those extensions that he was able to utilize those platforms for on the map without platforms.
Now, something that has kind of been in contention over the past several weeks, definitely while Ulgrim has been a very comfortable character in the meta for a lot of players, is whether you go 2 decks Ulgrim or 4 decks Ulgrim. And I still haven't really heard any arguments one way or the other to really make it definitive. Some people are saying like, oh yeah, you get like 1 frame off of like 5 different moves. It doesn't lead to any true combos or anything like that, but you get 1 frame off of a few different moves. And then you have like some players whose opinions that I definitely trust saying like 1 frame, you're not really feeling that. Like that's not really going to make a difference in the long run because it's not 1 frame giving you a true combo. It's like, oh, you have 1 less frame of recovery. Look at what Boomie is doing with this Ada, man. It's insane. Cosolix has like no answer to that. Was that like a double head bonk?
Yeah, with the weapon tosses. Boomie doesn't even care about any frame data because of course with blasters, downlight into that dash jump recovery is going to work no matter what. Sidelight tries to read, or maybe just didn't get the jump input. Either way, Cosolix not able to get that knockout onto Boomie.
He went for the side sig too. We've seen a lot of Ulgrim players in the past go for the sidelight neutral signature. A lot of EU Ulgrims go for that, and I think Isidore used to go for that more. Maybe when he kind of started playing Ulgrim in the beginning. But yeah, we saw him go for the side signature there, expecting Boomie to be down. You see, he waited towards the end to maybe catch what Boomie was doing with his dodge, maybe to lead to the carry all the way off onto the edge after he did the sidelight there.
And this is what I like to see from Cosolix now, though. He's getting these sidelight nairs, really trying to see how Boomie's going to react out of those nairs, even conditioning him to react for those nairs. And because he's not reacting for the nairs, he's going to get caught by those side airs more frequently. This is Cosolix able to condition his opponent so he can get these knockouts.
He played that really well. You saw the spot dodge that came out when Boomie threw his weapon. So that meant Boomie was disarmed. It was a lateral weapon toss, not a vertical one. Then the weapon spawn came in on the left. And that's like right when it spawned in, Cosolix put pressure moving over onto Boomie, picked up the sidelight stair for the knockout, continues to keep him weapon starved. That is such an important aspect of top level play, is keeping your opponent off of weapon for as long as you can. D-Light recovery, because you see what happens, how quickly he can pull a knockout out of thin air when he picks up blasters. We just got another double head bonk. I don't know how he gets that so consistently.
Well, at least for Cosolix, those weapon bonks don't do too much damage. But right now, Cosolix is the one with the lead over Boomie. We'll see what Boomie can do with this spear in hand. Cosolix back to the old dash dancing. Great gravity cancel neutral line on reaction. And the recovery. Cosolix takes game number 3.
Yeah, very beautiful play that game. One thing that he did was the weapon toss came in, it hit Cosolix, and you saw him go for a wake-up neutral light the other direction. A very strange option to come out. A beautiful read that came out. The neutral light ended up picking up. There you're seeing it right there. The weapon toss hits him on the head, gravity cancel, neutral light, the complete other direction, just reading where Boomie was going to go.
Now we're here in game number 4. On to Crystal Temple. Boomie and Cosolix. Wow, they were just like on opposite sides of the map for a hot minute. Neither one of them wanting to make that aggressive approach, but Boomie getting the 3-piece true combo.
So normally when I see a Crystal Temple pick, I'm a little bit worried because I'm looking from Cosolix's point of view of like he's going to be able to do so much work with nairs, but for a player like Boomie who can juggle really well with nair on blasters, an extremely strong move, I think these platforms can also work in his favor because he'll be able to nail those dash jump nairs, those short hop nairs. He'll be able to juggle with that effectively if Cosolix wants to go over onto the soft platforms.
Goes for the downline into the recovery. Cosolix able to survive it. Higher ceiling here on Crystal Temple than on the previous map. Another recovery. Finally gets the knockout. Boomie's going to get the first one.
Able to grab the blasters, tosses them away, picks them back up. The weapon spawn, unfortunately for Boomie, ends up going to the left side. Cosolix charges immediately towards it, picks up the refrag, has the game dead even about 1:15 into this game.
And this one close. Weapon spawn on the right side. Cosolix going to deny it, but he's stacked up with the weapon toss. There you go. Able to deny the weapon, and Boomie have to struggle for a little bit.
And that's where it's sometimes more important to be like the first character that dies, because then you're able to get back, get a weapon, knock out the other person, and while they're respawning, you can completely take stage control, strip the field, and you can almost sometimes have a better position and control of the entire stage when you're the person who dies first. As long as you get the refrag. It's completely dependent on you basically immediately getting a refrag or not taking damage before you get the knockout.
Good juggles. This is what you were talking about at the start of this match, where Boomie is able to get those nair juggles very effectively. Nice pickup into the recovery, but Cosolix, again, that high defense on this Macho Man Olgrim.
I don't know how Cosolix perfectly somehow spot dodged that neutral signature, because it has a lot of active frames. I guess he was just far enough to the right. He knew exactly where he was when he came out with the spot dodge.
Uh-oh, risky spot. Cosolix misses the punish.
I can't believe Boomie was able to jump out of that. I think Cosolix expected him to be on the ground.
Oh no, again!
Oh,
what?
Just low enough that time!
Here you go. What? Why does he keep doing that move?
I mean, he's been barely punished once, but I mean, one of these days, Cosolix has to find the timing on it to where he can find a neutral signature or something that's going to knock out off the top. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, Boomie is playing with fire right now and might have just gotten burned. Yes, he did. Cosolix with a weapon toss. Gonna get the stock. Cosolix very damaged here. You see Boomie immediately trying to get the refrag with the wake-up recoveries.
And now Boomie is the one who can at least have stage control for the moment. He's going to throw away that weapon, delaying the weapon spawn. Now it depends where the next spawn comes in. Oh, the dodge through from Cosolix. He's able to get over to the weapon.
Just unfortunate spawn of the weapon. Boomie not able to get the follow-up. Hit stun from the weapon toss, not long enough.
You see Boomie still going for the side light, D-light option on Spear when Cosolix has a dodge.
Trades so far have been in Cosolix's favor. Side light, side air, Boomie. One more of those and Boomie's gonna be out of here. He does get the wall touch.
Oh, he's disarmed. Low defense is going to be really tough for Boomie right now, especially against Cosolix's, well, both weapons, but especially against this lance that Cosolix has. Neutral light's coming out, poking over the edge. He covers so much territory.
Oh!
Gravity cancel side signature to take out Boomie, and that's a 3-1. That's a 3-1.
Just high enough.
Insane. Insane. Yet again, the narrative was, this is Boomie's tournament. Sandstorm's not here. This is Boomie's tournament. That's the same thing that we said last tournament at Combo Breaker Online. Boomie was knocked out there. Here he was knocked out in the losers semifinals. by Cosolix 3-1. Didn't even make it to game 5. The Ada swap was really